Hey everyone, take a look at this absolutely beautiful Star White Metallic 2024 Ford Edge in the ST line. This one has all kinds of awesome upgrades. Let's check it out together. So the ST line is the sporty package. You can see on the whole front the chromeless look, and under the hood it does have the 2-liter turbocharged EcoBoost engine made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Helps you put all that power to pavement. Then you do have these fully automatic headlights up front, including auto high beams, which means you can just set them and forget them. Don't worry about turning them on or off. Complementing those are the LED fog lights that are down below. You see that front bumper is all color matched, and you've got a sensor up front, and that is for the adaptive cruise control that we'll talk about a little more in a minute. You also have a little plug right off the front there, and that's because this has been upgraded with the block heater. Really great if you live in a cold weather climate. The vehicle also has a forward collision system with pedestrian detection, so if somebody steps out in front of you last minute, you don't have time to stop. It'll put the brakes on for you. That saves lives and saves some money on insurance. Take a look at all the metallic fleck in that star white paint. It looks fantastic. And then I love these high gloss black rims that are on the side here. They are wrapped in some really nice Scorpion tires as well. Give you extra grip in the corners. Pirelli does a great job with those tires. You see the ST line badging off the side here, letting you know this is the Sport Appearance Package Edge. And then you have these color matched mirrors. Now these mirrors are a power mirror, they're heated, and they have a blind spot system in them, so that lights up when somebody gets in your blind spot. To get in or out of this vehicle, you can just put your hand inside the door handle. It'll sense this key fob and unlock it, or you can press your thumb down right here and it'll lock it, or you can use the key fob itself with unlock, lock, remote start, power liftgate, and alarm. You can also download the Ford Pass app, which has no subscription, is totally free, and unlock, lock, remote start your vehicle or track it anywhere in the world. Thank you, Ford, for making that free. Tinted windows off the back look fantastic. As we open up this back door, you're going to get your first look at this gorgeous ST line interior. I love all the red stitching accent that's been done. The seats have a beautiful material on the inside that's super soft and comfortable, and a wear-resistant exterior for you. In the back, you do have some nice ventilation for heat and air conditioning. You also have USB-C connection and household plug 3-prong connection, which is really handy. It's also been upfitted with the all-weather matting to keep the back nice and dry. And if you look up top, you'll see a huge panoramic sunroof with power shade, letting in all kinds of natural light. As we come to the back here, so on the back bumper, you do have park sensors, let you know if you get too close to something. And this has been upfitted with the Class 2 trailer tow package, letting you throw all kinds of stuff back there, whether you have a ski rack, a bike rack, or want to haul a trailer. You can do all those kind of things. It also does have a backup camera. One of my favorite things about this camera is there's a little washer nozzle that can come off and spray that camera off if it gets dirty, so you don't have to come back and wipe it. And then if we want to open up the lift gate, we just hit that twice. Power lift gate comes up for us, and you have all kinds of space in the back of this vehicle. Just look at that. You also do have a 12-volt power supply, as well as we can put our seats down just by pressing the button here, and you get extra cargo space. Nice little place to put things there. Grocery bag hanger here as well. You can also get a cargo cover that snaps in here if you'd like, and more space to put items back here as well. So great use of the space here. This vehicle is built in Oakville, Ontario, one of the last vehicles built in Canada, and that's pretty awesome, especially if you live in Canada. It gives you a little pride. As we open up the driver's door here, I always like to show this capacity sticker if you're just interested in the tow capacities, etc. On the driver's door, you do have your power locks, power mirrors, and power windows. It says ST line on the skid plate when we get in. On the dash, we do have some buttons here. This is for your rear cargo hatch, traction control, interior dimmer switches, those set it and forget it headlights, as well as your fog light switch. On the wiper switch here, signal light switch here, you do have a button on the end, and that's for the lane departure system, so you can turn that on and off easily. These seats are super comfortable. They are a power seat with lumbar, and they're heated. They've also got great bolstering, and again, the material just feels amazing. Let's climb inside. All right, now that we're inside this vehicle, we're gonna hit the push button start. Gonna fire this up. So it's got a nice little digital display in here, just letting us know a few things, like if we're buckled, all our seat belts. We've also got navigation, and we can scroll through that screen to see some other items. On the seatbelt side, you do have a digital speedometer if you don't want to use the middle analog one. On the steering wheel itself, we've got controls for the left-hand side, and then we have our cruise control. Now, this cruise control is the adaptive cruise control with Ford's semi-autonomous driving system known as lane centering. Love that feature. A, the vehicle will slow you down with the vehicle in front of you, and you can adjust the space between you. B, if you press the steering wheel button, it'll actually steer the steering wheel for you, even going around corners when you have that cruise control set on the highway with lane markings. On the other side, we've got some controls for the display on the other side, and then we have some phone controls, stereo controls, voice recognition, and volume controls. You also have paddle shifts behind the steering wheel on both sides if you want to shift through that 8-speed transmission. Then we have our wiper switch over here. Now, this leather-wrapped steering wheel with the nice red accent stitching is leather, and it is heated. Feels like a warm cup of coffee first thing in the morning. Up top here, we've got a nice space just to be able to throw things if we want. And then this huge touchscreen tablet that works so amazing. As you can see, we've got navigation in this, and this is a connected navigation to Ford for routes, for weather, for traffic updates, for all that. You can even go into a 3D style if you'd like. You can see a lot of different views of this, and it works amazing. Also, this does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you feel like using your smartphone on this and you want to use your maps, your Spotify, your podcasts, any of that kind of stuff, you can connect to this. All your apps will appear on the screen, and you can use that hands-free, which is great. If we hit this button right here for settings, this can bring you into all the general settings for the vehicle. And if we hit this home button here, we can go into apps or entertainment apps, showing you that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We can go into the navigation. It's even a sketch pad, so you can use this again just like a tablet if you want. Sketch whatever you'd like on here, which is pretty cool. Or we can go over to entertainment and look at all the games we can use. This is awesome. Tiles, blocks, lane change, double sum, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, bridge battle, parking lot. And you go in and we can start playing a game. So if you're waiting, maybe your phone's not what you want to be playing on, you want to use this screen instead, go ahead. It's all kinds of fun. Down below here, we've got controls for our dual climate control. This is my side and my passenger side, which can match. We have an auto climate control. We can bring up on the screen how the ventilation is working, and I love how it just shows you all of that. And then if you press this button here, we can turn on our heated seat or our heated steering wheel. Volume controls for our stereo, four-way flashers, ability to put max defrost on. This is for our camera. When we press it, you can see the backup camera there. Or if we put it into reverse, we've got track and play for our stereo system. And then down below here, we have a wireless charger in here. Great place to store your phone, as well as a USB and USB-C port. This is the shift control for our 8-speed automatic transmission. Super easy, just roll it over to drive. And if you want, you can hit the sport mode and drive a little more aggressively. We've got our electronic parking brake here. Engine auto off, which basically allows you to turn off the feature that shuts the engine down when it's not using the full needs of the engine. If you don't like that happening, you can just press that. Got our cup holders here, nice place to put things. And then we have our center console. Come up top, it's an electrochromatic auto dimming mirror. We've got our map lights up here, controls for our power sunroof and power shade. Speaking of shades, you put your sunglasses right in there. And last but not least, you have your garage door openers for 3 different garage doors up on the visor. That is this beautiful 2024 Ford Edge ST line.